In life, it is said that good things come in small packages. The same can be said for the world of art. Coming up in our first story, we meet a talented young woman who is making a big statement with her small masterpieces. Jennifer Bezaire is delicately blending her pastel oils into clouds and lush trees, creating an array of colors with a skilled hand, detailed and tranquil. And her love of art and a desire to paint came from a very familiar face.
I painted in high school in my parents' garage with stinky oil paints and paint thinner because I watched Bob Ross. Saturdays, it would be on PBS. It's not as easy as he made it look, but he really did make it look easy, and he was just so easy to watch and listen to and encouraging.
From her early inspirations from the PBS icon to now creating almost daily in her home studio, Jennifer Bezaire's art is making a big impact through her very small creations.
It probably started because I was buying handmade paper, and a lot of it is not very large, and I was painting on handmade paper. It was tiny. I just started going for teeny tiny little brushes, and then I eventually was like, I should frame my stuff in vintage frames.
Jennifer Bezaire's pieces are all true works of art. Of course, the oil painting, but also the frame. She hand chooses each frame. They are all vintage, and they all have their own story to tell.
So I started specifically looking for paintings or frames for paintings, and now when I paint, normally I choose my frame and then paint to go with it, like the colors. I figure out the layout of my painting to fit within that frame.
Most of the gilded frames come from Italy, dating back to the 1950s or beyond.
I started looking at all these cute little round frames, and they're all tiny. So I think it just kind of, I've boxed myself into small stuff.
Almost immediately, her pieces caught the eye of some very successful designers, and Jennifer began grouping her smaller pieces together to create beautiful arrangements. Her paintings and thoughtful groupings have graced the pages of Southern Living and Create magazine.
I do mix my colors, and honestly, I used to only paint from primaries because it's amazing what some of them do. It's like, hey, if I want to paint this color, maybe these mix really well.
Whether artistically arranged together or standing alone, each work has meticulous attention to detail, every stroke gently capturing a beautiful landscape or seascape.
It's very hard to do those tiny details all in one pass. I tend to sit and do a painting all in one session because they are really small, and it's very hard to do these little details in oil because it tends to just want to blend all together.
Jennifer loves to draw her inspiration from nature, and it was on an early morning hike with her sister Pam when the volunteer state showed off her most beloved bloom. And the gifted artist quickly turned to her canvas.
My sister and I went hiking down in Brentwood, Smith Park. It was gorgeous. It might have been back in May, and there was just this big bed of irises. I was like, I wonder if I could paint that. And I picked some frames, some oval frames, and tried to paint them. I don't think they're my best work, but people really did love them.
Love them is certainly an understatement. Her colorful iris depictions are highly coveted. And like most of her work, the majestic purple blooms will quickly sell out as soon as they are released. A beautiful way to bring a little touch of Tennessee inside and share her passion for painting with others.
When people message you and say how much they love something or what it means to them, it's very humbling because I'm just painting something that I think is pretty. I enjoy it, and it's nice when somebody else really connects with it.
How did you like the story? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you enjoyed it, we have a lot more where that came from. Here's one you might like, and please click here to subscribe so you'll know when we premiere new videos. Thanks for watching.